Let's start with the prompt. We're looking for the most logical and precise word or phrase. For these vocab questions, you want to invent your own word before you look at the answer choices. So let's start. Mineralogical differences are detectable in samples collected from two locations on the near-Earth asteroid, but such differences may not indicate substantial compositional variations in the asteroid. This person and colleagues note that at the small scale of the samples, the distribution of minerals is unlikely to be blank. So let's take this apart. The differences are detectable in samples, but the differences may not indicate substantial variations in the asteroid. This person and the colleagues note that at the small scale of the samples, the distribution of minerals is unlikely to be, and in my own words, I might say matching, because that was what was explained to us in the beginning. We saw that these differences are detectable sort of on the small scale, but they may not indicate variations in the asteroid itself. So just because we see differences under a microscope doesn't mean we see differences in the entire thing. And so they're not necessarily matching. And so at the small scale of the samples, the distribution is unlikely to be uniform. That fits. It's a non-uniform distribution. So in one area, there may be more of one mineral, and in another area, and more of another mineral, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a problem for the asteroid as a whole. So the word uniform actually fits perfectly. Redundant kind of also has to do with repetitiveness. If someone's very redundant, they're repeating themselves a lot, or if a process is redundant, it's very careful because it double and triple checks everything. Still, uniform is a word that would match the composition of something like an asteroid or an element of some kind. So it's okay. They're saying it's okay that the distribution is not uniform. It still doesn't pose problems for knowing that these things all came from the same asteroid. So the answer here is D.